This is a tutorial to simply demonstrate the capturing of daily absentees. Right, obviously open front office. The first thing to remember, folks, and this has to be done once every day, on any day that school runs. Okay, obviously don't do this if you come into school on a public holiday or a non-school day. You have to click post now. Okay, what this does is it records a roll for the day, so the system knows how many learners it expected to be present at the school. And there are actually a number of other reasons for this. It prepares certain tick lists and tick grids for that day for you, for capturing absentees in both the daily absentees and the academic absentees. So we click post now. Okay, once you've done that once for the day, that screen won't pop up again on any front office in the school whatsoever. Okay, that has always been the case. Right, then we go to record absent, daily absentees. Alright, the simple method of doing this, if absentees are captured in a centralized location, is to click records. And before that is the first thing to do is to check your default date. Okay, if you're capturing for today, then it'll pick up today's date, then just leave it as is. If you want to backdate, then simply change the date back to the date. Click records and go to a new record and simply start to capture your learners. Alright, so that learner's left, so we'll just capture that. And so on. Okay. And if they have a doctor's note or a parent note, you can tick that, or you can write in a specific reason. So that is the simple method of capturing absentees. If you have front office running in every classroom and your teachers are capturing absentees in the morning, then quite simply they can choose a grade and click capture, and the tick grid will come up, and they can tick off the learners that are absent. Okay, so we'll remember this date, read in Fantonda on the 9th. So when you close that, what it does is it goes and adds those records to the records. Okay, so we'll go and look for the 9th, the 6th, 17. Okay. So I had records in here from previous capturing and demonstrations. So okay, so there you can see read was captured today, and Fantonda, those are the records that we captured as per the class capturing capturing per registration class using that grid. Okay, then if and I've noticed that many schools haven't been using this, and it's obviously important. I mean, it's important from an internal point of view in terms of when you print out your absentees sheet. So if I go to specific absentees, and I think it's the list by class, sorry, I'm going to have to put a date in, 17. Okay, and I click list by class. It needs to tell you that somebody has actually, if you have no learners absent in the class, okay, this will come up as saying no learners absent in the class. However, it may not be clear to you as to whether there's no learners absent in the class or whether the teacher just hasn't captured the absentees for the day. Okay, like in this example, for instance, in 6BR. Now, we so the way you do that is in the capturing of absentees, in the daily absentee section. What you do is you choose 6BR. I beg your pardon, you don't need to choose it. You simply click nil absent. Okay, and you locate 6BR in this case. There Okay, and you tell it that there's no absentees, right? This is split into male and female. Okay, not everybody's is split into male and female, but obviously if it is, you tick it for both. Okay, and then if you go to your specific absentees, okay, then you will see it actually says under the column called nil, it says none, right? So that tells you that there actually were no absentees for the day, and it's not just that the teacher hasn't captured. But this is also important from an export to SAM's point of view, because when you look at your data in SAM's, and I can actually demonstrate this for you now. I could just find my SAM's program, which is there. Okay, if we go to 3.3.3, alright, and we choose term 1, you can see here that where there is a class that hasn't had an absentee for the whole week, it marks it in black. If you look at these numbers on the side of the register classes on the side here, the ones marked in black are classes where it thinks that you haven't captured absentees for the week because there's no absentees in that week. Okay, so if I tick this, then what you have to do is you have to come into SAM's, and every time you need to submit SAM's data, you need to come here, click on all the weeks, and click on all the black registration classes and click save, so that it knows that you haven't, so that it knows that you actually have captured absentees for the week, but that there just simply aren't any for that class. But if you capture the nil absent in front office, then it should come through here, and these all should be blue, and you shouldn't have to do that. Okay, so that is the purpose of that nil absent on both an internal and an export external level. Okay, just to demonstrate that again, so you click on, you would have to go through and look for all the black registration classes and click save. Okay. And that concludes this tutorial. We'll do follow-up tutorials on using the academic registration system.